Hey guys, Omar here. Hope you're doing well. I wanted to talk a little bit about photography today. Let's change it up on this channel. Just kidding. I've taken a lot of photographs in my life, and so many of the photographs are special to me. It's not because I took them, even though they're really good. I've talked about it before on this channel. I have made a whole book about the early life of our children, all in black and white. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it up below, but I love all those photographs. If you come to our house and look on the walls, we also have a lot of photographs that I've taken that are special. But the funny thing is there is one photograph that's on our mantle that I did not take that is maybe one of the most special photographs on the mantle, but ironically, probably the worst photo taken technically ever. All right, so I have the photograph here. You could tell, I mean, just by the frame, this is gonna be bad, but the whole point of the video is that, you know, there is gear and there's camera gear, but at the end of the day, it's the content, the thing that, you know, hits you right here. And so this picture, although technically terrible, is one of my favorites. So I'm gonna show it to you and then tell you a little story about the backstory of this photograph. Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh, that's so bad. Yet so good. Okay, I'll stop. Having fun? This is a photograph taken at a restaurant. The restaurant is Rumba Cubana in Clifton, New Jersey. And my wife and I were just out for a regular date night. I don't talk about my wife often on this channel, but she is my absolute best friend in the whole world. We've been together almost 20 years, coming up next year. And she is just wonderful. She is so kind. She is the complete opposite of me. Like, she is super professional. She does our financing. She's the responsible one in the relationship. So this is a little tribute to her as well, that the photograph technically, I'll tell you how we got this photograph in a second, but is technically horrible, but the content inside this frame is like the most special thing in the whole world to me. So this picture came about because we were on just a regular old date night, and interestingly enough, in this restaurant, Rumba Cubana, they have a photographer that's walking around, like while you're eating. And this is in the same category, those of you that have been to amusement parks, there's someone who takes your photograph and then they want to sell you that photograph. So there's a photographer walking around while you're eating. Think about like that job. That's one of the toughest gigs in the world, right? You know, can I take your picture? But anyway, the guy comes up to our table and asks if he take my picture, if he could take our picture. And my wife, I could already tell, was like, no, thank you. But I wanted to like support, you know, the whole photographic industry. So I said, sure, knowing what was probably gonna happen. So the gentleman is like a young kid. He, you know, takes our regular picture and he's like, come on, let's see a little kiss. Or so we kissed. And then what's funny is like you have your dinner and then they bring this frame. The whole thing is framed. You know, it's like framed. There's a little logo at the top, you know, a little logo, Rumba Cubana. And it was direct flash. It was, you know, like a old DSLR camera, just totally we're blasted with light. And the print is, you know, probably a super budget printer. The colors are all, you know, super saturated. But I bought the photo. I just bought the photo almost as a joke. And now it sits on our mantle. And it's one of my favorite photos because it's kind of like we're in this together. You know, it's like this represents, we have had kids, they're older now, and we're just trying to have our own little date nights every now and then, which makes me so happy. That's what photography is about, capturing a time in your life where, you know, you're transitioning into a new sort of time in your life, or you're just trying to capture memories to hold on to them and put them on the mantle, even if they're, you know, completely oversaturated and printed on poor paper and stuff. So anyway, I thought I would share that with you guys as a reminder that it's not about gear always, even though we're going to talk more gear on this channel. All right, I'll see you guys next time.